Wait, TDE is not playing right now, y'all. The West Coast is not playing. I don't know if y'all know this, but in 2024, the West Coast dropped so much music, I really couldn't even keep up. Schoolboy Q dropped, Kendrick Lamar dropped, Absol dropped. I can't even think of no more. Vince Staples dropped. It was so many people that dropped. And I don't know if y'all heard, but Joey from New York, he put out a diss track and it seemed like it was towards Kendrick Lamar. But I really don't think it was like he has a personal issue with Kendrick Lamar. I think that it's just for the sport of rap because really and truly, what Kendrick was trying to do in that rap battle is get people to rap again. And he's getting people to talk about actual real hip hop. He's not talking about this watered down music that's out. So Joey is just like trying to put the East Coast back on. I don't know if y'all heard it. If y'all didn't hear that song that Joey dropped, it came out and y'all need to go listen to it. So in response to that, a couple of West Coast rappers have responded back already. There is a battle rapper. His name is Daylit. I really don't know his name, but I went and listened to it. And first of all, he shouted out New York. And then he went on to express how, you know, he had respect for Joey, but don't be taking it there with the West Coast. Y'all know the West Coast is not having it. If we can't say anything else, I feel like out of all the coasts in the U.S., the West Coast is the most united. When it comes to stuff like this, they are super united. Now, the East Coast, of course, this is where rap started. This is where hip hop began, which was in New York. We all know that, right? But I don't feel like New York has people making music that's hot right now. And so it's kind of like the West Coast has been taken over. Of course, the South. I mean, I'm from the South. I'm going to be biased about that anyways. But y'all, this Rayon, Rayon is on there saying names. And if y'all don't know Rayon is a part of TDE. He has a couple of hot songs. I'm not going to lie. I feel like he can rap, actually. If you watch Kendrick Lamar's Pop Out show, he was on there. He was rapping. Okay? He was like a little short guy. But anyways, he dropped his song. Let me see what it's called so I can tell y'all. Hold on. It's called Crashout Heritage. It's called Crashout Heritage. And he's rapping over Kendrick Lamar's song on GNX. The instrumental, The Heart Part 6. So it's really nice, y'all. He's talking about Tory Lanez. He said, basically, in a sense, he's saying that him and Tory Lanez was close. So why are you in your jail cell talking out your neck like we wasn't even tight before? He was like, we Kenan and Kel, so what is you talking about? And then he talked about Joey. He was like, the only bad we know is Boosie. And I was like, ooh, that was kind of nasty. And then he also spoke about Maul. He was like, Maul is like a T-Mu version of a podcast. And if y'all don't know who Maul is, he used to be on Joe Budden's podcast, but now him and Rory have their own podcast. I don't really know the name of it. But Maul is always defending Drake. He has to be one of Drake's #1 fans. So Rayon is like, he didn't even give him too much time. I'm not gonna lie. He gave him a couple of seconds on the song and he was out. But I can see why he said something to Maul. I don't know where this is gonna go, but I absolutely love music. I love hip hop. I love what Kendrick is doing. I feel like he's bringing the competitiveness. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right, but he's bringing the competitiveness back to the game, and I am loving it. Because here's the thing. In the Black world, we all know that hip hop is a sport. We all know that it's going to be competitive. It's been competitive since we knew what it was, right? And I feel like Kendrick and Drake's rap battle really sparked something up in hip hop. It really made people have to choose. Do I want to listen to real rap or do I want to listen to watered down rap? And I think that might be a lot of the reason why Drake is having a hard time coming back. I don't think Drake will ever go anywhere. Don't get me wrong. Because at the end of the day, we're not going to sit here and act like the boy is not a star. Yes, he's a star. He's talented. We're not going to take that away. But it's just like him against Kendrick as a rapper. I'll never say that he's better than Kendrick. I will never say that. Now, when it comes to like having them little singy melody type songs, okay, that's your thing. That's your thing. But why would you go against Kendrick Lamar? And you know Kendrick Lamar is from the West Coast, and like I said, they are very united out there. So I don't know why people are trying to start things with the West Coast, because y'all know they all are going to come out of the woodworks. It don't matter if somebody was on retirement, somebody will be coming out. They're not gonna just let you talk about the West Coast and not say anything. I did like what Joey did on his song. I thought Joey was very like, his aura was very like cocky, like, I'm from the East Coast. Y'all been not blah blah blah. You know, I like that because I mean, that's gonna make somebody want to respond. Cause who he think he talking to? But that's what he wanted, I'm sure. He got people talking about him. I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, he was in New York fighting somebody. I don't know if y'all noticed, but Joey's from Brooklyn, fighting somebody in New York. And 2 weeks later, he dropped this freestyle. I don't know if it's a freestyle or a song, you know, kind of popping it, showing his new place that he live at, talking about East Coast and too much. Basically, he's like, y'all riding the West Coast coattail too much. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the West Coast has been having a wonderful year. And this was even before Kendrick, because I think Schoolboy Q dropped before Kendrick. Oh, and I don't know if I said this, but Tyler, the Creator, also dropped. They are having I feel like they should have like a big West Coast concert. It will be phenomenal. But y'all gotta go listen to Rayon and tell me what y'all think about this, because I'm just so excited. I'm just like, when I listened to it, I was like, ah! And then I was like, I wonder who else is gonna drop. Who else is gonna drop from the West Coast? And then who else is gonna drop from the East Coast? Because I was really trying to think, who is a rapper who can rap right now from the East Coast? Can A$AP Rocky get out there? I don't feel like this is really his style. Can Ferg get out there? I feel like him and Kendrick are cool. Can it be? I don't know anybody else, unless they go back and get some of their old heads. Now, we're not going to play Cameron, I don't know, Mace, I don't know, Jay-Z, I don't know. Who's going to get out there with Joey and help him? Because y'all know the West Coast is not having it. They're not having it. And they got this type of energy. I feel like when Not Like Us came out, they had a different type of energy out there. They was on go. So like Kendrick is really putting all of them on. And I really love how they are taking Kendrick Lamar's beats and they just rapping over them. Like the way Rayon just rapped on the Hard Part 6, that was definitely dope. Because he was telling the story of how nobody's going to play with the West Coast. I know y'all don't think y'all going to play with the West Coast. And I like that. That's the energy we need. As long as they keep it on with music, or like they say, on wax, then we good, because I don't want to hear about no violence and all that. Keep it rap. Keep us entertained as consumers, and let's go on about our business. But I'm really excited to see what Kendrick Lamar is going to do for the Super Bowl. It's next month now. I'm really excited to see how his tour is going to go. That's going to be coming up. And I don't know, y'all. The only thing I'm concerned about, I'm like, should he go to Toronto? Because I feel like Drake is on Crashout mode. And I feel like the way he's been acting, he's very unpredictable. Nobody's afraid of Drake, first of all. Number one, let's get that straight. But I do feel like he has a couple of crash outs around him, and I don't have time. And we love Kendrick. We love Kendrick down, so please don't play with him. But y'all, go listen to it and tell me what y'all think. And do y'all think it's going to be a West Coast against East Coast? Or do y'all think somebody else from the... West Coast is gonna say something, or somebody from the East Coast? Like, I need to know what y'all think. I'm excited.